Franco DeLeon, and you're watching the show, Boston's Hip Hop Podcast.
We're here with your man DJ Franco DeLeon, all the way from Chicago, home of house music. We're on the way with the first segment. It's called Who That Is. Can you tell me how you got your name, or how'd you choose your DJ name?
Sure. My parents bore me, and my father is named Francisco, and so that's my first name, Franco, to abbreviate it, and last name's DeLeon. That's the family name.
I like that. Not everyone used the real name as the...
There's actually a good story behind that. I used to have another DJ name back in '01, and I was in Europe, and I was on a tour, and Raymond had this big party that they asked me to headline, and I thought it was cool, and then I got there, and they're like, yo, you gotta check this out, and they blew up this huge billboard, no joke, and it said my DJ name across it, and I was like, oh, that's fresh, and then I went up to take a picture, and I was like, man, when I show this to my mother, she's gonna be like, what are you showing me? I don't even know who that is. So from that point forward, I was like, I gotta use my real name so my mom's gonna be happy.
Oh, I like that. Keeping it to the roots. Now, how'd you get into this? Just the whole music, you know what I mean?
I started as a dancer, actually. B-boyed in high school. And
what year was that?
94 to 98.
Woo.
So I actually started in 93, B-boying, but really learned how to foundation stuff in 94. In 94 through 97. I was learning a lot of foundation stuff, and I did it for a couple of years after. And then I was holding a bi-monthly practice session, and I wanted there to be turntablists there and DJs who can session as well. So I rented DJ equipment, and that shit cost a grip to rent. So I was like, man, I just gotta put up some money and get some. And I didn't know how to DJ at the time. So the park that I was having it at, they wouldn't let me keep the shit there. So I hooked it back to my house, and it was all in the corner. I was like, well, I might as well set it up. So I started messing around with it, which was kind of cool, and that's basically where it started. Started gigging out and all that good stuff. I don't know, just kind of kept with it.
Name some inspirations for music-wise and even just dancing.
Well, the dancers, they're the inspiration, regardless if they're b-boys or housers or just people who want to go out and have a drink and
some names.
Parties.
You want to hear some names?
Names?
Who you like?
Dancing-wise, no one specific, to be honest with you. Sometimes I've had people in my head when I've made tracks, and to be honest, I made tracks with Pt.1 Complex for Chicago Tribe. He was in my head. Ron Shamrock Reyes from Phase 2. I made a song with him in mind. I made a song with Steve-O Stitches in mind from Chicago Tribe. So those are just three people that I had in mind when I was making songs. But music inspirations, RJD2 is a huge one. Kid Koala, Hubert, Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Kings of Convenience, Stevie Wonder. It's kind of all across the board, and it's not even so much their collections, just as their careers that are really interesting and really inspirational. I'll go with that.
Now, name some obstacles coming into this whole entire genre. I mean, I know you just decided to quit your job and just really take this on head on. What the, you know what I mean? Give some advice to some people who can chase their dreams, just what you're doing right now.
Well, I haven't made it, and I'm not super famous or super rich. However, a lot of rich people, old people, have told me, and not just one, I mean 5, 6 people, who are they own buildings in downtown Chicago and shit like that. They just took me, and some of them grabbed my hand and they looked at me and they said, do what you love and the money will come. And I've always kind of followed my heart, and it's led me really good places. I really started being a professional artist back in '97, and it's really led me to a lot of places. Not just traveling, but put me through college, and I performed on a bunch of different stages in a bunch of different capacities. And really, I just kind of always followed my heart. And last year, I kind of took a break from that. I was like, I've been grinding for 10 years, and I really assessed where I was, and I took a job, kind of in its own way, and I did that for a couple months, and I really realized that my heart really, my heart was really in music. So I came back to it. Just decided, hey, I want to play my music, and I want to play it the way I want to play it, and see where that brings me. And today it brought me to Boston, which is beautiful. So yeah, I think my one piece of advice is really follow your heart. You know, like really talk to yourself and figure out what you love, and really chase that, because you know there's so many obstacles like bills and other people saying that you might not be able to do it, and family and the way people think about you and what you're doing. But if you really do love it, you know, like every day, you know, in my life is a blessing. I wake up because I want to wake up and I want to start doing something, you know, because it's all about music and making my career, you know. So to be honest, now that I have the experience, it's way better than getting up for a day job. I'll tell you that much.
Excellent. Now, you're stuck on an island. You only get 5 records to have with you. What would those 5 records be?
Hot Butter Breaks. Mostly because, well, it's not just because I made it, but it's a lot of my favorite songs at the moment right now, and I think a lot of those have a lot of longevity. I
like the mix and variety. You know, you span across from like Nujabes to like Get Busy Child, and it's nice flows and rhythms.
I mean, the one nice thing about you know, kind of the way I decided to play is that I get to kind of play just my favorite songs and put them together. So that one would be one. Other album, Kings of Convenience, Riot on an Empty Street. I think they're like Swedish or something like that, but they do just some really low-key shit.
Right. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Low End Theory, Tribe Called Quest.
Right.
If I hadn't listened to it so much already, but I'll put it in there anyways because I'm sure I'll love it again in like 6 months. Kanye West, Graduation. How many is that? That's 4 already?
Yep, one more.
Okay, I get one more.
I know, right? DJs and B-boys struggle with this one. Just the 5 songs.
I'm just thinking of something that I always rock. Let's come back to them. I'm going to think about that.
All right. Okay. All right. That concludes it for the first segment.